Going that way, guys.
Chows erupted outside a Miami club when Terence Crawford and Gervonta Davis lost their tempers, leading to punches thrown, insults exchanged, and careers on the line. The altercation began when Davis went too far, making harsh remarks about Crawford and his family. Adding fuel to the fire, he'd also mocked Crawford's attempts to secure a fight with Canelo Alvarez. Tensions have been brewing for months, but last night, things exploded in the most shocking way. Let's break it down. It was a typical wild night in Miami, with celebrities and sports stars filling the city's hottest club. Among the VIPs were Terence Crawford and Gervonta Davis, both unwinding after their recent fights. Initially, the two boxing stars stayed in separate areas, but as the night progressed, their paths inevitably crossed. Eyewitnesses say tensions escalated when Davis, visibly angry, approached Crawford. What began as light-hearted banter quickly turned hostile as Davis hurled insults at Crawford's family. The situation worsened when Davis took things even further, publicly mocking Crawford's family in front of the entire crowd. Crawford, known for keeping his cool, initially tried to ignore the insults. However, tensions escalated when Davis began mocking his ambitions to fight Canelo Alvarez. With a smirk, Davis taunted, "Canelo doesn't even care about you, man. You're just chasing a payday." His laughter only added fuel to the fire, pushing the confrontation to a breaking point.
Of a fight with you and Terence Crawford, it would be one of the biggest in boxing.
We don't talking about yet about the fight. Me and Turkalash know each other, and then we wanna see what happens.
And when do you want to get out next? I know you're here in London tonight. When are you going to be in a camp? When are you going to be in a camp? I know you're
in camp. Training camp in March.
Okay, so
at the beginning of the middle of the February.
In an instant, that was the final straw for Crawford. Losing his composure, he charged at Davis and threw a punch, catching everyone by surprise. Security rushed in to break up the fight, but chaos had already erupted. People screamed, cameras flashed, and the club descended into total mayhem. It was a night that won't be forgotten, though not for the right reasons. If you've been following the fight world, You know this clash was inevitable. Tension between Crawford and Davis had been building for months, fueled by a series of social media jabs and heated exchanges. It all began when Crawford took a jab at Davis for not being invited to the prestigious Turkey Al Sheikh exclusive Ring Awards bash in London. A dig that didn't sit well with Davis. Never one to hold back, Davis fired back, accusing Crawford of chasing paychecks over greatness, especially with his controversial push to fight Canelo Alvarez.
Are you retiring?
What changed?
What made this shit trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened at the time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done to boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby? Usually they're around to.
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like, you know, like say you got to walk today.
The insults flew back and forth, each more cutting than the last. This feud had been making headlines for a while, but no one expected it to spiral into physical violence until now.
Bud Crawford, just won his debut at 154. Said if the money's right, we'll fight. Everybody wants that fight. What do you feel about that matchup? People saying the weight, all this stuff. How do you feel about that?
You know, everybody wants to fight me. Everybody calling me out and everything. And you know, like I say, I have nothing to win with Crawford. 2-3 weights class less than me. But if the money is right, why not? Right? Why not? But look, I'm focused 100% on Berlanga. I know I have a challenge in front. I never overlook any fighter. So I'm focused 100% in this, and then we...
Now, let's dive into the Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez saga, the very drama Davis used to mock Crawford. Crawford's decision to move up to 168 bulbs to challenge Canelo for his unified super middleweight titles has sparked mixed reactions.
Tonight, Terence Crawford was with Turkey Al Sheikh at the other event across town. Put out an open challenge to you on the internet with Turkey Al Sheikh calling you out. What's your response to Terence Crawford's call out tonight?
Some view it as a bold move, an opportunity for Crawford to solidify his legacy by facing one of the sport's biggest names. Others, however, argue that he's simply chasing a payday with little chance of defeating Canelo.
Hey, I want Canelo. Is there anybody in the camp that would say, you're not ready for this?
That's a big boy. He's strong. That's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you will whoop his ass.
Like, yes, man, touchdown.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Magno.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as...
Davis didn't hold back, openly mocking Crawford for believing Canelo even cares about him or the fight. Canelo's got bigger fish to fry. Davis reportedly sneered. He doesn't even know you exist, and you're out here begging for a fight like it's your retirement plan.
Metal shield and you have a glass shield. Talk about the punch resistance. What do you think it takes to assessment, man?
We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Could he get it in the future?
Too little.
I mean, you came up from 35, right?
He ain't fighting no real guys at 47.
See, okay. What about everyone's talking about Errol fighting the winner of Canelo and Jamel. Could you ever do that? Is that too much weight or?
What, 168?
Yeah.
I ain't going up there.
Right.
So we got Canelo winning then, right? And then keep fighting like 168.
The truth is, many have labeled the Crawford-Canelo fight as a spectacle, more about entertainment than true sporting value.
Crawford wants to fight Canelo.
Yeah.
Just from your expert opinion, knowing how Canelo fights, what he's like in the ring. I know you haven't been in the ring with Terence, but what do you think of that fight?
I truly believe, that, anything can happen in boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that favor Canelo is that is his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford could match anybody and probably do way better. You know what I'm saying? But Crawford is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can't count